Hello, this is Teresa Dotson, registered dietitian, and today we are going to focus on a nutrient-rich fall recipe. Some of the favorite ingredients that I love this time of year are pumpkin and greens and tomatoes, and blending them all into a delicious and nutritious, heart-healthy meal. So the original recipe actually calls for bow tie pasta, but I've been experimenting with different grains. So tonight I've used sorghum, which is gluten-free whole grain. And as you can see here, it's sort of like a couscous consistency. So I cooked that up. And then the sauce that we made is made with several nutrient-rich ingredients. So again, my favorites are pumpkin, which as you can see, sometimes we look at the top half of the label for calories. But if you look at the bottom half and see what a great source of vitamin A, vitamin C, even calcium and iron that pumpkin is. And that's a half a cup, only 50 calories. And another superfood that I think we all think of is spinach. So you can eat this entire package of spinach, baby spinach, for only 35 calories. And look at the bottom half of the label with all of the vitamins and minerals that you're getting. And if you're not a fan of eating spinach in large volumes, one of the easiest things to do, so this is the spinach, and I just lightly chopped it from the bag. And the way to get in a lot of spinach in a smaller volume is to actually wilt it down. Another great way to add some nutrient-rich and some rich flavor to your recipes is to use some tomato paste, which is basically a condensed form of tomatoes. And this happens to be one that has no added salt, so you're not adding the extra salt to it. So if you take this, what seems like an overwhelming amount of spinach, and you put it in your frying pan. Now, I sauteed this is some garlic that's sauteed. Another great way to save some calories and have some extra flavor is to actually use stock as your liquid ingredient. So you can just pour the stock into the frying pan to help give it some liquid without adding a lot of extra calories. Just see if you could, if you're watching your sodium, to get an unsalted stock. So if you put all of your raw spinach in the pan and wilt it down, it actually turns out to be not quite a lot of spinach. So this is the spinach after it's wilted down, and you can see the garlic that's cooked in with some of the vegetable broth. So once you cook the 2 cups of raw spinach down, you probably have about a half a cup of spinach. Comparatively, the recipe calls for a 1/4 cup of walnuts roasted. And if you bake them in the oven for a little while, that really brings out the flavor in the walnuts. And walnuts are a great source of fiber and omega-3 fatty acids. Then you take the spinach and add it to this beautiful sauce, which is made from the pumpkin and the tomato. I already added the mushrooms in, and then it will go over top the sorghum to make a nutritious and delicious, nutrient-rich meal.